And hello everyone. So, after long periods of time, it's again Ace Attorney. Let's turn this off. By the way, I forgot to check the sound of this console because I switched back SSD. The sound is kinda different. So I got some allergy, but this time because I am installing Rockwool everywhere. Hello there. January 2008. Same as usual, I'm playing an original Nintendo DS. Let me move the mic here. It's too close. What? No music at the beginning. Hello, Cube. Rockwool. It's installation for the walls. So remove a drywall, install it inside, put it back. In the past, like 50 years ago, they were using asbestos for the same things, I believe. I'm not sure. Nowadays it's Rockwool, so it's safe to inhale, but it's really causing allergy. Turnabout memories. So in Japan, this game was called simply Turnabout Trials 3. I'll call it Ace Attorney 3. I'm not sure how exactly it was translated. But in English, for some reason, numbers disappeared. There were only subtitles. Who knows why? Asbestos is bad, but it does not exist anymore. It's Rockwool or fiberglass. Rockwool is better for soundproofing. Hello, Monte Carlo. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? Kinda quiet, I must say again. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. So we don't know who is saying this. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Okay, the white was Naruhodo. I forgot his name in English. It wasn't me. I didn't. Stupid lure, indeed. I didn't do it. "5 years earlier?" Why, it's another prequel. To another prequel. I need some music to check the sound level. To learn Japanese, to play games in original? I will play the games in original because a lot of games still in Japanese. Especially visual novels that I want to play. We'll see. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, here I can check the sound and maybe I'll raise it for the stream because it's definitely quiet. Let's see. I'm raising it here. Okay, it's slightly better. But still maybe quiet. How can I make it even louder? I did it in the past somehow. Don't remember how. Okay, let me check it on my phone. Test. It may be okay, but it's quiet. Hold on. I will open Control Panel here. Despite that, it's very hard on Windows 10. Windows 11 was much better in this case, I must say. Controlling everything. Where's the sound here? Music is okay, but not for me. For me it's quiet. It will be too complicated to rise it even higher. Alright, in this case. Wait a second, what if I turn off this thing? Let's see, apply. It's even quieter than before. Okay, I'll return back. I think it's enough. Let's see. Well, that's because I'm not trying to speak into the microphone. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Mr. Grossberg. I forgot how was his name in Japanese. Good morning. Come here. Please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior. You know? What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels? What the heck is this thing? This is this one. Let's lower it a little bit. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry, it's just that I'm so nervous today. That's right. That's your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, now you fair, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. What was the first time? Still, you surprised me. What? With your earnest request last time? Oh yeah, I recall why it's quieter. Because last time when I was playing on this console, I didn't install the filter for the sound. When you install it, it's quite lowers down, but at the same time all the additional noise simply disappear. Yeah, that's why it's not so good for me. Let me handle this case, he suddenly said, and quite forcefully too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? And you already learned all the relevant facts? What about that? You see, I mean, of course I have. I think. Oh there. In any case, don't let our clients see you so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Hold on, but they said 5 years earlier. Or maybe... Well, it's kinda stupid. They show us this some cutscene. Said it's 5 years earlier, before this cutscene you're thinking, but no, it's actually right now 5 years earlier. Indeed. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say I'll give it all I've got. Yep, I'll be fine. No problem. Oh, what's wrong? You have a cold or something, Mr. Ryan? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. Flying Brothers? Naruhodo had never were in the sky. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. Actually, Naruhodo was his name last name, I don't remember as well. My dog says this way, I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Right. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let's go off my shirt. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Frey. Faye. I'm still pretty new at this war scene. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But the trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Will they explain what was this case before? Or will we play it? No? It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'll win. For my client, and for myself. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Also, how many cases will be there? The defense today is Miss Mia Faye, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare me up. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think that I need actually to sneeze myself. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash-talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. 7 consecutive streams this month. Thank you, Mothercover. Sadly, it's still not visible in the Tony chat. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Why again they use some strange English names that don't exist? He was a first-year student studying pharmacology. Sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. What is this cable? It's definitely electricity, I see it. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. Something makes the defendant look very suspicious, indeed. Very well, the court accepts this photo in their record as evidence. And by the way, I can actually review it. Proof of my profession, the first time and last time I used it was a year ago. Date and time of death, April 9th at 3 PM. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. You cannot kill somebody with some cable above. The crime took place behind the Ivy University building. And I can check the profiles. My superior and the heads of Grossberg law offices. 21 years old. Soviet art student. Art student? What? Why he's art student? What's going on? Currently has a cold, almost like me. Victim. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim up until 8 months ago. Definitely she was the killer. I need to go actually do something about my allergy. Be right back in just 1 minute. Should not take long. Alright, back. And what about this? Hold on, test. Yeah, it's here. Let's see. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Reputation for a sagacity. It's well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. Unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps... Let's move it here. Perhaps the fans would like to take this question. A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I'm a gentleman, if you will. What? Stand up to him, ma'am. Show him what you're made of. A perfect opportunity, well. What was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. Wait a second, I already read the whole file. My... What? Hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. What? Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court records. Let's again explain how to play the game when it's already the third one. But you knew that already, didn't you? The court records, I think I can see that by touching the court record button, all the weapons we need can be found in the court records. Take a good, hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. Can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court records. Okay, let's take a look. Just touch the court record button here. I'm not going to touch it. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Okay, let's answer it. Electrocution. According to the court records, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution, huh? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there's one more vital issue. What's it? Why, motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. Shouldn't be stealing your spotlight. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. Well, that's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. Then don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know? Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I'd like to see some supportive evidence. Evidence? We need to get all worked up all this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then show it into old Greybird's face. Yes, sir. Into old Greybird's face. Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a bad example for the young lady. Butler? Who is he? The butler here? Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court records. People profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? I think here. Oh my god. 1 second, please. Really quick. Super quick. 2 seconds. See, it was quick. Gardner? Definitely was here. This Dahlia. How Thorn, I believe. Let's show her. Take that. It's working. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne. Maybe. Is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. Book stereotypes. Don't know any detective story where Butler or Gardner were the murderer, except maybe Movie Clue, but it was one of 4 different endings. Where it was Butler. He was Butler. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne, please call me first witness. What pleases the court? The prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, that was the movie, and after its ends there were another 3 endings. I think the other. What, the defendant himself? Well, Miss Fane, it's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? Defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means, what did you do before you were arrested? I was a university student. So right. You understand that you are suspected. What's going on? But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you. Tell you I was... Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his court to the rest of us? Seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. By the way, Yomer. I actually know that this Sword game had so many texts, artwork, etc. that they had not enough space for the cartridge. That's why all the music and other stuff was limited as possible. And you can actually hear it. Wonderful. Am I? I admit I was there. Especially like this. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Definitely he talked. I see. So you hardly knew the victim. Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer. Looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be... This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? That's right, and it's the defense duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness' testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? The witness is lying. The statement will conflict with the court's records. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that's your duty, you see? What does he mean by that? He's saying that testimony just now that there was a lie? A contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination if you please, Miss Fane. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Why did he even stream today? Don't know. But looks like I'll just finish. So I got this one. In this particular case, maybe that will be all. How long will it take? 2 more hours? Hold it. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? God damn it. Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened. Anyway. Mad break? Illness leave? Well, I'm still on vacation. 2 more days. But for streaming? No. Tomorrow should be okay. Just today. Something you can hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. Okay, I caught his cult. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Smaller. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? But I am not a killer. All I did was find his body. Soon it will be a spring. I'll get even more allergy than today. Actually, tomorrow I will continue, but there's no need to install anything. Just drywall. Hold on. Can I check the second case? Actually, let's press on where he's lying. Definitely he talked. Hold it. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right, I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. You hardly knew him. Then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright... No, it wasn't me, I am not a killer, I swear! Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How's it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, oh my god, be right back. Now it will take a little bit longer. But soon I will return. And back. I took this in. When we'll start working, I have no idea. Maybe soon. Trying to look like British? Enhanced? And a fake accent? Let's see how he will explain it. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. What the heck is Union Jack? Hold it. Do you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right, I saw it. The crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? I don't know how something called Union Jack can be British. How did he identify this? It's true, cross my heart. I swear, I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Fane? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow. Oh, by the way, they will explain it to us. Nice. The Union Jack is the name of the flag of England. What? The name of the flag of England is something called Union Jack? Never heard about it. Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and strips, right? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this beat just now? Let's see. Cannot see any flag here. Oh, by the way, I see a parasol or umbrella. Yeah. There's a contradiction here. Mr. Rosberg. Really now, show that boy. You mean business? With evidence, I mean. Can you check the court record carefully? I already did it. Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point? Obviously. 1 year ago, I was in a court race just like this. And why did she fail? I can do it. I can handle this myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, one more thing. Hello, fall girl. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you're present. Some definitive proof. Okay, Mia, one more time from the very beginning of his testimony. I'll show maybe the photo here. Objection. Who? Krinkov? Why? It's kinda strange. I suddenly saw the Union Jack. Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. This way, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? Have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Many times? Krinkov. Is it some kind of meme? Because I never heard about it. Let's Google. Krinkov. It's a super short AK series rifle, so it's some specific AK rifle. Not every one of them. And why it was called like this? Okay, in USSR it was called Kyushka. But I still don't understand why. Who cares, actually? If somebody called it like this, it doesn't mean that everyone must call it the same. Just refuse! Especially refuse to understand them. You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath this jacket. And after some iteration, everyone stopped saying it like this. Obviously, that's how meme disappeared. Hugo. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Yeah, you made our client cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. Can't believe I trust him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. White, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? I just got it! I just took it! Still didn't go. God damn it. Yeah, I took some, but... What's the medicine that you took? An over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? No, it's Allegra. Oh, Allegra. Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Maybe he also has the allergy. By the way, it can explain everything. Wait a second. How do you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? What do you have? Do you have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. You lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. Also, I see a clock here, and it shows past 3 p.m. According to the desk, it was 3 p.m. What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belonged to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints were all over it. What? Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Honor, Odin guard! Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well. The courts will accept them into the record. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Why? Okay, this is definitely stereotype. Why? Every single time when somebody was killed, murdered, the clock stops with them. I have no idea. Broken? Yes. It says functioning when a large wave of electricity passes through it. Well, Mr. Wright, well, it has fingerprints. You have some kind of explanation for all of this? It's really bad. My... what? Buttocks? My poor... you are right. What is this? What really happened? No, it's really terrible. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. He talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. Anti-cold pills? Phoenix shirt! Been taking cold killer X for the last 2-3 days. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime, the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. Forgive me if I say hardly find your current testimony any more credible. This way, please begin your cross-examination. Please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Yeah, don't tell me any more lies. 1 second. I don't even put it on the back screen. I swear, at the end of the stream, my nose will be super red. No doubt. It might be already. Just spent 2 hours in this stupid closet. I went because he called me. Hold it. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. Hello, one. And I added some 10,000 points tickets for the day. That day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. Playing for just 50 minutes. Well, it must be at least 2 hours, and I think I must finish this case. And this Dolly person is... It's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart. What was that for me? I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I think. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45. Hold it! Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Okay. For 10,000 points I have 10 tickets. They're still all weather despite that they're related to Christmas stuff. So tell me the number from 1 to 10. Cosplaying Iron character? Counter first. Which you refused to request? Well, I played Contra C a lot in my childhood, and I was able to play once or twice without a single death from the beginning till the end, but with all the upgrades. One requested and disappeared somewhere. Come on, one. Select from 1 to 10. And it's okay. If he's still with us. Well, I can continue reading. Number 5. Here it is. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for you, Folger, it will be from 1 to 9. By the way, I had notification screen here. Oh, why it's somewhere down there? Hold on, I will put it up. Well, at least I heard the sound. The first one. Okay, hold on, where's my coin? Oh, here it is. G14? The up comes only if I'm playing some quests. Okay, first of all, this. Scarlet, no. And you won $5. Because it's 20. To 1. I'm sending it right away in Steam, right? Okay, I think I found you. And I sent it. You can check. Now the ticket number 1 for Fulgur. The first one. Let's see. You also won 2.5 because it's 10. Is it going to focus? It did focus. And for Fulgur, I can send you it via donation alerts. But I'm not sure, should I wait for the stream? Last time I was trying to send via donation alerts when somebody was not streaming. They, for some reason, didn't want to pay it. I'm opening your channel. And you streamed like 5 hours ago, right? Okay, I think if I send it the donate, it will change nothing. It should still work. Wait a second, it's also taking some percentage, isn't it? Let me add some more. Almost did it. And done. I said it. Both of you. Well, usually when there's 2 tickets are winning one after another, This means the next 6 or 8 will be unlucky. I'm sorry about this, but I cannot take all this so often. Yeah, it can, but Fulgur streaming like almost every single day, so it should work fine. Okay, was it Mr. Svala who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we are both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of Ivy University. An alchemist? I see. I'll admit it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details. Timing of the meeting. About departments. Let's ask about departments. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, so... A little bit earlier, in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Kinda not know why pharmaceutical need this. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. How did it help me? We talked for a bit and then at around 3, we split up. Hold it. So, what was it you were talking about? You know? But maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Then later, when I went back, found him lying there. Hold it. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? Hello, Foxy. Yeah, despite that it's third games that I'm playing, it's actually the 5th games that I'm playing from Ace Attorney. Because I played the great Ace Attorney first. Because Kuluk requested it. Well, I believe the first game I played some point in the past. But definitely not this one. Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Well, the next one that was released after this one was actually Professor Layton. So if I will be playing them all one by one, it will be Layton. And Layton because there was a crossover between Ace Attorney and Layton, of course. Yeah, the first two are played on Steam, of course. I'm playing them from time to time, because those are some kind of visual novels. Usually I'm playing something in between them, at least 10 different games. Judging by the atmosphere, pretty sure no one is buying this. Also, I like that you can use microphone here. India's version. When talking, taken. Cold Killer X for these 2 or 3 days. Hold it. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? What time of the year is it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. Guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? Listen, Spring gets allergy, so he definitely got the allergy. Like me right now. I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime, on the day of the accident. Hold it. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? What does that have to do with anything? You'll never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the 2 of us. Always it means a week. How long? Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. My eyes, so maybe. Why did you punch me there, Joe? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. I think that's enough for now. So, the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there's one mystery that still remains. This, Your Honor, how the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is you're correct, Your Honor. I still don't understand how they actually explain that it was actually the murderer. This looks like just an accident. So, how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess, smelling like a rose? Let's establish it, why not? Your Honor? Yes, Miss Faye? I believe that if you were to piece together everything you heard up until now, you should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. Can I? That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Well, there's only one picture I can provide anything in this one. Your fingerprints on his tail? But this means you killed him. In this case, if he's dead. International aliens. Right now? Yesterday they were from hold on. Netherlands and I forgot Mr. Zedek is from South America, but which country? His main language is Portuguese, so it must be I don't know, I'm sorry. Completely forgot. Let me show this. Take that. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. Indeed, Foxy, you're Serbian now. What? There's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. What you believe about nationality? I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Way, where exactly murder weapon? Well, there's only two things I can show, this one or the umbrella. Let me show this. Maybe it's not this one. Well, naturally, it's right there. Here. That's... What is that? A third electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony you heard? The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high voltage cable? And the high voltage cable is the cause of this. That's the most likely explanation. It certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some price is in order. And so is me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. Not so much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have a proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You know? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? On the cable? You mean the defendant's fingerprints were on something beside the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. Cable must have it, cable! You mean? Yes, it's quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hands. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder. He scrawlily pushed the victim toward the severed electrical cable. Even if you push somebody into the cable, doesn't mean that it will kill you. You must actually, I want to say that you must get the cable and use the wires to touch the body in two different places, because one place is not enough. Let's see at the surface. Was it rain right now? And what were his boots? Maybe they don't actually write any electricity. Doesn't matter. Let's see. That's enough. For sure. Punish prosecution for not declaring such critical clues? I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork on us. We are done. Mr. Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over here. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor, at this time, I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fane? Yeah, what about this umbrella? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. Just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fane. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. You already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened. I already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further. I did it. He did it? Admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault. The dog swallow is dead. It was his person? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. It's none of your business. Tell you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be a bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Okay, he fell on his back, actually. Can't read that fast. Let's slow it down. What I just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we are all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fane? I believe in you. Thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. Feels like my... Keen about his hemorrhoids, what's going on? When the Harlem Shake was actually famous? Definitely not in 2004. Well, it was not in 2007, but still. That guy. He was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a show. At that moment, I heard some kind of a loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. I will never shake. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as I say, is that. Well, Foxy's shaking for sure. A simple explanation, dude. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling, so there was the rain. What from the rain? The victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss it. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Hello, Kyle. Don't give up, meow. So, as you can see, I continue playing Ace Attorney. He is innocent. There must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Let's see. Talking Matt. Lost temporal. Loud noise. Get worried. Dead. Okay, what about this loud noise? Hold it. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? New year so far? I don't know. So far I'm trying to stream every single day, no matter what. Last year I also tried to do this and was able to do it till March maybe? For 2 months at least. And failed. He also almost failed because I got the allergy. Still, I'm online right now. Supposed to be online tomorrow. I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? Treading on some dangerous ground here. Obviously more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. It's a raid from Creighton? Hello there. Hello, Alex. That's how you get in so many Russian viewers. From Creighton's team. One of the ways. So, thank you for the raid. And as you can see, as I said, I'm playing this advocate, actually, attorney, a lawyer. This is the third one, because the second one I already finished several months ago, maybe 6 months ago, I'm not sure, don't remember. Hello, Lex. How many attorneys were on Nintendo DS? 5? I'm not sure. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Could it have been? Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. Wait a second, if it's broke, the parasol that I see here, oh wait a second, it's broken, but it's open. I'm not sure right now. It's probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Wei, what do you think? Is there something important in the testimony just now? Of course. Of course. It's important. This is it, ma'am. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No. This cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Huh, how perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Readers, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. Okay, he was on top of his cheap umbrella. Actually, I can present the picture right now, maybe. Objection?
Objection!
Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. Order! Victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I wanted to present it as evidence immediately. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. Let's look at that. Owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene. Okay.
Objection!
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. Not maybe he's lying. I know this matter of the umbrella seems totally trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. In the session, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. The added testimony, why do we have it? Well done, yeah. Let me check it. Okay, fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Mr. Payne? What are you talking about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. Or I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Well, who is this witness? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole scene. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You cannot be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. Can't be serious. Yeah, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Well, it was kinda obvious. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. I'll take a break because it's simply not good. Be right back again. Hope tomorrow it will be much better, but who knows? Maybe not. Okay. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, back. For how long? Less than 20 minutes? So I guess I can start to relax then, Relax, my boy? You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my daughter, right? She'll save me, just know she will. Why do you think that? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago right here in this very courthouse. Again? Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, on this side? 1000 murders? Like Amy Rose? This is the second parcel, as you can see. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. Let me check one time all their profiles. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. Let me guess. He got it from her, and inside will be some evidence to some other crime. She gave this to me the day we met at the symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this." So she gave it to you as a present, I see. It would be very logical if it will be like this. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little darling. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. Makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. Want to share my happiness with the whole world. Let me check it. Small bottle, necklace given to Wright on the day they met. Shows it to everyone. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Wonderful. Yeah, of course. Seems they were upskilled. I actually wanted to play the original for Game Boy Advance, but Cube say that he wants DS1 because he can scream at it on the console. Well, I just simply prefer the original all the time if it's possible. Well, this was the first English release. Game Boy Advance was fun translated in the past. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it only happened to have been on August 27th, would it? Yes, it was. But how did you? This happened on August 27th, right here, in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? You said, Cube, when I asked you, like half year ago, about playing the third part on Game Boy Advance. You was very disapproving this idea. Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. If you forgot, I can simply find this conversation, I think, on Twitch. I think I understand what you're trying to say, and I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some relationship between these two cases, am I correct? Now clipping. An article from August 28th, almost 8 months ago. Murder in the courthouse. Very little information is being disclosed at this time, Since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer, however, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. So inside this bottle is a poison. Yeah, that's what I said. Exactly. I need to finish this myself. Oh yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. No, it's not a misunderstanding. It was you who misunderstood what I said. I go to and have a look at the downstairs reading room, see what else I can find. Said that you disagree to play this game on Game Boy Advance. Thank you. And I want to do whatever I can be of help to you, Meow. It looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, so... To be continued? Took me more than 1 hour to reach it. But of course I'll finish this particular case. Court will now recommence. Mr. Payne, please call a witness. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. There's even butterflies here. What is this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Can't believe he actually said that. Now then, witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. And I will bash them with my gavel. How they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. Hello, Cheetah. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. If you may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Yeah, it was requested, so I played with almost... No, wait a second, I think I played with every single ending, maybe not from the first parts, but I definitely got them all. And the best ending, but only one variant of the best ending in the end, because there's two variants. And what do you get in the end? I simply had no patience to play it one more time to see another best ending. So I just selected one of them. Name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. Just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. And by the way, I believe in the second part I got the true ending without actually knowing it. It was too easy to get. Well, to get every single point. Oh yeah, I recall it. You can actually catch on fire and burn something else. And I did it almost like 2 the very beginning. Well, I died several times, but it gave me an idea what to do at the end. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. And we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? Just go on and say whatever is on your mind. Sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Who? Finny wouldn't kill anyone. Just know it. Oh, Phoenix. Yes, yes. And see why you're saying that. It's going to be a tough fitness, alright. It only took you 12 seconds to rub them all around your little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, please. I had been planning to go back to Finny's place after class was over. Finny and Doggy, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Doggy got all wobbly and just collapsed. So when Finny noticed that I was there, went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. Do this. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Objection. Hold on. Young lady. As old as I am. How old is he actually? Just 49 old. I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never... That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes. We met before, once. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. We will see you again, Madam Fey. Madam? No one's grandma yet. Girlie. Okay, how old? I cannot check what's your age. Let's see. Planning to go to get the bottle, isn't it, Mr. Poison? Talking behind the building, it's true. Now got all wobbly and just collapsed. Okay, it's a lie. Now he noticed you. Hold it. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched her victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Finny never did a thing to Doggy. Ask you for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about your testimony just now? Well, it's definitely... Who's Finny? He's not a lawyer yet, he's just 21 years old boy student of art for some reason. Let's show contradictions. feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we? Ace Attorney games? Well, they're visual novels, that's for sure. The plot is very interesting, but you definitely thinking that game is bad. Well, because it's not a game, it's visual novel. Mostly you're reading the text. What? I would never? This way, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe that the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. It's constantly happens something that you cannot expect, but usually when I'm guessing something, I'm guessing it right. That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. Yeah, it's him. Fini means phoenix, of course. Naruhodo in Japanese. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. I didn't see the moment he pushed the game. Hold it. You didn't see it? But I saw the moment when Dogen fell to the ground. Also, kinda interesting, it seems they definitely didn't add the support of the microphone, like for Nintendo DS. Despite that it's kinda easy to do, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is. And at that time, there was only the two of them, understand? The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Dog Swallow. Yes, that's right. And I learned nothing. Didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear any noise either. This one is new as well. Hold it. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything all that ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. I like the sound of that. Mr. Judge. Judge Sama, maybe. Phoenix. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Well, both of them are just F, isn't it? God damn it. It's getting worse. I want to go and find some other key. Hold it! When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs. As command with any yelled words? I don't know. Well, if I pronounce something incorrectly, it doesn't pick it up, but I will try. Let's try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I was up, not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. Students knew what was going on. I'll press it in a second. Press for more details, of course. But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. Just they all seemed kind of excited about something. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students. So, did the students call the police? Yes. Was so panicked. Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. She's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's pretending to protect Mr. Right. Yes, it's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Yes, it means I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradictions. Pressing more statements. What can I use the same as hold it? Told it? Told it? It's working. Pitched right. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacologist building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Seinryu poetry. Yeah, I think so, why not? How wonderful. That humorous yet satirical style of haiku. Yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. Supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area. Oh yes, I see. It makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. Maybe. You can check. On Twitch it's possible to check the list of the people. So maybe yes. How else would you enter? Teleportation? I wonder why he was not asleep still. For him it's supposed to be morning? Hold it. So, who is this doggy person? Also a dog swallow. They were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were doggy, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't wise to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Fane. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? Please go on. What did you say next? Wait a second. So I already pressed every single statement I must press present. Let's see. Wanting to go back. That's alright. Talking behind the building. That's alright. Didn't see the moment. Maybe. Didn't look like they were fighting. Didn't hear any noise. Oh my god, so what should I show here? Other students. Maybe I can press one more time. Hold it. Maybe the same or not. The same. Hold it. Noise. Didn't see. Maybe you didn't see, but there must be a noise. Loud no sound. Can present here. This. Hello, anybody, Rava? Objection?
Objection!
Maybe I'm wrong. You say you didn't hear any noise. Is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect. When he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. You said that? If you were really that close to the top there, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
Objection!
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that would fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? By all means! I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? Rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning. Yes, I'm afraid it's all the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, you know, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a second, Mia. That testimony, just now, she said something that could totally change this whole case. That there was lightning? Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right? No, it's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Yes, Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. What kind of thoughts do occur to these guys anyway? The entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Dog Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt. It appears the defense may be on to something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. Taking what? It is not? God damn it. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location. Huh? What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence? This how should I pronounce it? Their addiction. And who is this? The addiction from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All the lab's environment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. Severed. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Silly paper. Kinda interesting. Let me mute myself, I'll check this. It was something like affidavit? It's kinda strange because it sounds very silly if it's really true. Affidavit. Affidavit. Whatever. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. Silly paper. Affidavit. I see. Probably the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would cause them to break. However, there's one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the key cause of the severed cable? Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking. 1 bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. But please, the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Who or what? Right. Let's see. It can be only umbrella. Can I show the broken umbrella? Take that. It's not it, I'm sure about it. Because it doesn't sound right. This is it, it is why the cable snapped. Well, Yona, I believe that the only thing that was snapped, I don't know what. It was one of your best lines yet, Yona. That was harsh. But I'm not losing anything here, so can try anything else. Looks like you cannot lose the first case. And the voltage at the moment? Yeah. As you can see, well, I'm not sure if you can see, there's some sparks down there. Okay, I can show victim. Take that. It's also wrong. Okay, what judge said actually? In the mind of the defense, that was snapped. So, cable was snapped. What the heck is this? Let's check everything. Laser projection. It seems there was some sort of impact. Some sort of impact. Actually, wait a second, in this case I can show the picture with umbrella on it. Right? Right. Take that. It's still not! God damn it! Should I show the paper that saying that it was snapped? It's stupid, but I don't think so. Take that. Who the heck snapped it? Okay, if it was not on its own, it's supposed to be here. Take that. Beer! There's no beer on my list. It's not even here. God damn it, I don't know. Who the heck snapped the cable? Or what? Okay, it was... if it was not a human being, because I don't think it was Phoenix, right? It's not that in this particular picture. Not that. Not umbrella for some reason. I see nothing at all. Who snapped it? Let it be Phoenix. Actual height cable placed? "10 feet. Ah, it was high voltage, maybe even higher. But it looks very down, so I don't know. Take that. It was Phoenix? Oh, hi. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. Defendant's testimony? He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. But I thought it was umbrella. Now, this happened at around 3 PM, correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that? Electric equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's show. What? What? That's called the power outage. I don't understand this shit. Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. It was that very show that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
Objection!
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shot. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was of that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense, and then the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shot into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this third cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. The lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way... Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation. She said something that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge? Of course, it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. That's it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. The truth is, Finney pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. And Doggy tried his best to run away from him. But Finney caught up and crushed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Doggy being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shot, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Finney, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fane, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Has no sense? Has perfect sense. She's lying. Okay, it's a lie that he pushed him twice. This is correct. Run away, it's lying. But... okay, let's push everything. Hold it! Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Doggy. I know, I'm sorry, I wanted to protect Finney. So that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge? Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Of course he won't. Would you... oh, come on, it was just a little old white lie. You'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright? Thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. Listen. The judge had better be more careful himself, and Dark Alley is friendlier than that girl. Hold it. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole. I know he doesn't look it, but Finny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. Really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Finny really is scary when he gets mad. Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. Wanted to read all the other dudes? He would not run after him to bump him a second time? Stupid lure must run away. Hold it. So, let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold? Miss Faye, I have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wished the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all. It's very sweet of you to be so supportive. And happened after that? Hold it. That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket? Well, no, there weren't. Madame Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? I think he wouldn't leave any prints behind that case, would he? Alright, and this is the last one? Hold it. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. I don't figure out the contradiction here. It's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lies, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Send me out. Okay, I don't know where the hole, except that my cable constantly stuck in somewhere. Okay, pushed him twice. First time, pull. Cable broke. Best to run away. Caught up and crashed into him from behind. Cable snapping. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Wait a second, maybe this is the issue. Cause of death, 3 PM. It must be 5 minutes, not minutes. Okay, that's easier. Should I show this one or it doesn't matter? Objection.
Objection.
It looks like not this one. Witness testimony just now is clearly contradictory. And I'm losing HP right now. It could be. Has to be, right? I knew it. However, your evidence doesn't show whatever contradiction you think you see. Why so overruled? It's supposed to be this. Less than a minute when it was 5 minutes. Okay, let's show something else, but first I will save. Where's the start button? It's on the right. Saving. I can show the picture, I can show the The cable report, this one. Objection.
Objection!
Now it was correct. Doesn't matter which I'm showing there when the cable was broken and when he actually died. It doesn't matter. Taking 7. Stupid lore. Was in the bad shape. And the cult, which made him 0 as a fighter. Push away the word dude to get rid of him. It wasn't bully fighting. Let's see. I'm afraid I don't understand. She doesn't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? So, it's Will's picture or my document. But why not the time of death? Oh, that medicine, that's the one Phineas likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. The wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05. Oh, that's why it's not cause of death. Okay, I see. I mean, not in the document. How was called autopsy report. Yes, and your point is, Miss Fame? And no reason? The reason is easy. This one, she's trying to get this present from him back, because there's some poison inside of it. My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered the power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55. Would you care to explain to the card, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Dogswallow. Order in the court. This is nonsense, the real murderer?
Objection!
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccountable for. Maybe wristwatch was incorrect? Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer? Well, I can, because it's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you'll be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who's the real killer? Obviously here. Take that. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. Cannot end so easily. The fence is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on at the fort? Find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you. Order, Miss Faye! Your finger's too long? Too long finger. Miss Hawthorne. I believe you did witness the two men fighting on the date. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the sun, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How can you say something so mean, Madame Fane? I didn't do anything. Miss Fane, this is very... Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. You! What is it? Please strike everything the fans said just now from the record. What the... Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Wayne. Jolly, she couldn't do something like that. It's alright, get back on your seat. Belly, grab the pen. If my Dolly alone... That boy... He's gotten himself in way over his head. Mr. Gosborough, you're back! Gosborough. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. Did he cure his hemorrhoid? What was this? Found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Yes, Steven? But of course. For 21 years old. That's for sure. A report. Let's see. Incident overview. Location District Courthouse Cafeteria. 4 p.m. Victim Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation lawyer. Suspect Dahlia Hawthorne. Armando ingested poison, as I said, while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. In this case, why killing your own lawyer? I don't quite understand. Lawyer cannot do anything against you. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Close it. Nobody take a good look at it. I already did. It tells how you came to lose your boyfriend. It was your boyfriend? Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. I think it will be a death penalty for him. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really, Your Honor, May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't worry, my dear, I have this citation well in hand. Go right ahead. Madame Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doggy? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Dog Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole scene on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. Too much variance for a reason? Only a maniac? So some motive to kill as much people as you can and get away with this. Like, wait a second, but loony maniacs who kill other people are the same as hunters who kill other animals. They just want to kill and get a trophy. It's totally the same. So all the hunters are maniacs, they just don't kill people. But something else. For fun, just for fun. Well, if you're killing something for food, so exterminate some roaches or something. It's different, of course. There's a reason. I told you also not for food. There's too many deers outside, so once per year they hunted them. And closing all nearby woods, so you'll never be accidentally killed, maybe. Told you that you should let me handle this. So yeah, please go ahead. How can you say that? Absolutely devoted to my dear Fanny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. Something. It's all just too much for poor little me to bear. I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Gillespie. Well, for some reason I recalled Soundhill. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case?
Objection!
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? But I have evidence that suggests that she in fact had a very good reason. Very well then, the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Let's see. I first met my darling Finny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. Oh, that's why he was here, so he was standing to be a lawyer here. Is it even allowed? The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. It's so lovely, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Mr. Wright, do that again, and you'll be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As you used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Okay, that's correct. There's no need to press this menu. Destined, I agree. Skipped a bit, maybe. Ever. What? It's all over? Listen to me, that woman has... Why are my cables constantly stuck? It's super long, but it's stuck in somewhere. That woman has a judge in the palm of your hands, you see? So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. Let's press. Hold it. So, until the time, you had been dating Dog Swallow? Yes. A real fool, you know? I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself. No, not at all. Look at me. I'm famous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to call me Judge Fickle. fickle. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. So that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. Always. Can I see the age of the judge? But it had never been possible to do. It's why some people also call him the Great Jugini? What the heck is this? Jugini. Hold it! The courthouse reading room? The strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, he was not only an art student, but he was also planning to becoming a lawyer. Seriously, don't understand. If you want to be a lawyer, why to do... Wait a second. They also have army, so escape army. He decided to be... If he didn't pass, he didn't definitely pass the entry exam to the lawyer school to become an art student. Maybe. I'm not sure how it's in Japan, and it's actually in America here. The United States. But no, it's Japan, of course. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a lecture student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of question is a waste of time. It's nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case, have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. Better tread carefully. Obviously keep pressing. Never wait and see actually worked, or maybe did it work, I don't remember. Your Honor, if you allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask you to continue with your testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Okay, it's definitely a lie. Hold it. You were writing a paper? On what? On the relationship between modern senior poetry and the criminal underworld. That sounds like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. What? Can be this mid-life crisis stuff? Yeah, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Is that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully. I know, kinda. Let's press on it, of course. Which page? The first one. Objection?
Objection!
Miss Hawthorne, you went here because of your research paper, were you? Did you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? 8 months ago, or right here, in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order! 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 This is unbelievable! That's true then. The loveliest what? It's not possible to read all of this. This way, that's not fair. You can slander my... Gives a shit. I, Winston Payne, will not... Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me? Go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I didn't commit the crimes that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Really lit a fire in my heart. And my buttocks again. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirits or my hemorrhoids. I wonder what was in the original, but it cannot be this one. I met the lawyer. I was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment. That's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal in just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. And she learned about this poison where in her poetry? So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Yeah, that's my question, how? So that's what happened here 8 months ago. Eva, as you heard from the witness testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence absolutely smashing. It's almost done, I think. Discuss something in the cafeteria, okay. Moment, and that's when it happened. Liquid poison. Heard it was a very special kind of poison. I don't know where did she get it, but I mean, the idea of this poison. Hold it. And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could gotten the poison? I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye. She's right, and I think we all had enough of Miss Faye's questions. So, in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could gotten some, right? Okay, now, just how did a literature student get a hold of poison, of all things? I can actually show this scene, but maybe I should press something one more time. Hold it. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops says it's 1/2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. It's about 2/3 of that amount, huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. Must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped in there. Hold it. A special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect. So they detected it actually. And where would something like that come from? I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. He said something about using advanced chemical process to purify it. Ah! So, pharmaceutical boy created it for her. Chemical process? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The big question is, how did the criminal get something like that? Okay, that explains like a lot. But can I show it right now? I will try, but maybe nothing will happen. Objection.
Objection!
It's wrong. But of course it's wrong. Does this evidence establishing that the defendant is lying? Don't ask me. You're the one who is supposed to know. Sorry, this is all still kind of new to me. But something new for you too. A new penalty. Objection overruled. Okay, let's press other statements. Damn it. Hold it. What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. Cause a report. You were being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all what that incident was? It was absolutely nothing at all to do with this case. Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the records. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born on a bad side. Don't worry, Donnie. I'll protect you. You heard the man. Now, that is true love, young lady. Oh, feeling, please. Those two really are making me ill. Albeit for decidedly different reasons. Hold it. How long were you gone? I already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. And where were you during that stretch of time? Isn't the toilet? What do you say, Miss Faye? Toilet? Perfect for little Donnie doesn't poop! Oh my god. There was another stereotype used here. You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better like next time. Oh, Finny, please. The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of question is nothing but a waste of the court's time, so actually need to press every single statement. That was the case here. Objection sustained, or maybe not. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony. It's not? Holy shit. Liquid... Liquid poisoned. Hurt. Special kind of poisoned. Maybe you should present the profile here. Maybe I should save first of all. Let's save. I don't want to store it from the previous save. you can get it from him. Objection.
Objection!
I was right this time. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab? Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Dog Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprits could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table, you. Order, order, order! Could it be... Objection, of course. May I say something, Madam Fame? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true, we found the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, could easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. You're saying I threw the poison container away. Since you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? Not be good with that. Provide some evidence, or I'll have to disavow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. The police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet they continue, holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. You're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder? Then, where they continue? The poison was carried in. What happened to it? Finally, this one. Take that. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was this witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him discussed as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day at the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give you away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I was saying, if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Order in the court. Hyugin. On behalf of Dahlia, I object, Dorian. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. Haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is she's madly in love with you. To keep you quiet. Because of that necklace, Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back then, in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Let's give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of your crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never give it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. And I'm already playing for 3 hours. And look at this. This scene finally worked. At the very end. Can't believe it. She's running away? Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. Oh boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? Looks like the bailiff caught him. Oh, he was running away, so he should be brought back here soon. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it? The bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne present! It's gone! What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. The only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me, I'm sorry. It's okay, just give back the necklace. I ate it. You what? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. What the... What is he doing now? Your Honor, you gotta stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? bottle is... well, it may have had some poison left in it. It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. However, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a flamboyant defense attorney's overactive imagination. So it was him.
Objection!
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that, or the poison must have lost its potency. There. It's alright, Roger. Trust in your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? It may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything. There will be another evidence? Even so, I've proven so much. Is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I'd like to proceed with... Mr. Wright! Sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really sorry. I know you believe in me, and I feel like I already let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? The day I met Dog Swallow. Judge was a killer. The repeat is the same. Of the end of the second Great Attorney, the second games that I played. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? I don't remember, did you see it or not? The games that Kuluk requested, Kuluk01. So the end of the second game of Great S Attorney, it was Judge, the killer. The same thing happened 8 months ago. Drug sample was stolen, so I believe that it happens only once, so Judge cannot be the villain second time. She came to the lab that time too. Oh, there were 2 judges! 2 of them! She came to the lab that time too. Could only have been here. That girl is a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Maniac? Serial killer? Well, several times he killed, I think. More than once. Is it true? Did he really say that? But he was some kind of an agent of the other country. It's hard to explain, actually. That's ridiculous. The one more thing. After I pushed him that day, got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... Also, Watson was also the killer. He was killed as well. I'm sorry, darling. Your Honor, this is... The defendant is... Sway, you tell them! Sally didn't do it! She's innocent! So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too. If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Dog Swallow. Why does she need 2 poisons? To kill Phoenix? Naruhodo? Ryosuke? Wait a second, his name is Ryosuke, Naruhodo is last name. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. This way. If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Yeah, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back, therefore. Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? Well, it's kinda obvious. Take that. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wait a second, I know where the poison is! That's preposterous. The poison will be here, inside the Cold Killer X. After all, it was Dog Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things work out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that could be. But how can that be? Is Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love? Oh, Mr. Wright, this must be killing him. Hang on there. I'll bring you to justice, I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace, that's all she cared about. But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. There was just one big problem. Also, she got him to hide the evidence. Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. Can be true, but of course it is. Feeny, what a joke you are! Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I haven't told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. It disgusts me. Miss Hawthorne? It appears that this trial will be coming to an end soon. Fine, I can tell your plan. on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? Seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you? Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? There's absolutely no proof. You treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind. But you're not finished. Fine, then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Hypocrite? I can't let you get away this time. Stop me. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You'll be forced to take off your attorney badge forever, I'm afraid. No. You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let you get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible! You can't possibly! Stupid woman. Stupid lawyer. It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough decisions. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you're unable to establish your guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down, Mr. Wright. It must be this cold medicine. Understand, Your Honor? Can you imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper? Well, I can actually save one more time, why not? It's really so bad. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. Just plan to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, the poison was probably in there. Well then, Miss Faye, let's say not end my career, it's just remove a little bit amount of HP. Please present your evidence. Show this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright. Take that. Here it is, Your Honor, the evidence that will prove your guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X? Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine? Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? And Josh already took one. Remember what the defendant said in her testimony? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Actually, I forgot about this, that he lost it during lunchtime. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Take that? Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Right was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. To show the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That's when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. By the way, why were they very close to the building, but on this picture... Oh, wait a second. It's a just different perspective. So I thought it's very far, but no, it's very close. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened in the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. It's when she realized. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim, and on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow. Indeed, that's definitely the end. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
Objection!
I wonder which one of us, if the desperate one. So, Mr. Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Do you think you've won? Well, do me a favor? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know? You and I will meet again. I'm set on it. Wait a second, there was 2 deaths, 1 attempt. In Japan, it's, I believe it's execution. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? Why, yes? I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the man in blue now. I wish you all the best. It's finally over. I thought it will be a short case, why it took like more than 3 hours. It's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. Don't care, I'm Vincent Payne. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier I could sworn you said. There. It's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Mr. Hawthorne, with my very life. So, she's so trustworthy. Then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? Well, you see, yes? And here comes the back pedal. Come on now, Rocky Killer, show Miss Rocky how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Yeah? My hair? My beautiful hair? What? Now he's bald. Wonderful. Same as Josh. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honor. I've filed papers for your immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. I just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. You said earlier that you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne knew each other? Your Honor, how we knew each other had nothing to do with this case. Very well. But they must tell us about this previous case. Mr. Payne? It can't be happening, it's a nightmare, it's like losing to my daughter. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear darling. Very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court find the defendant Phoenix Wright not guilty. This court is adjourned. An epilogue. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Rosberg. Do I need to provide any evidence in the end to get different ending or something? Maybe it will be only at the end of the game. Beyond the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mountain Vesuvius. Mr. Grossberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them? It's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Yes, it is we, veteran lawyers, who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright, relations. Thanks. You know, I was thinking. Go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that was Rachel. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something? But the poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about him, Mr. Right. For your own sake. Yeah, you're right. It's only for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But all of my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. What kind of company must this guy keep? Right now I'm starting to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying, but I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I guess I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Same is way. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? That's right, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. Become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friends. But Mia has passed on to a bad place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now, but even so, I can hear her in my mind. So no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Episode 1 just ended. But how many episodes here? The stolen turnabout. Well, I will start it, but maybe that will be all for the day. Definitely start it to see what will be at the beginning. Why she's cut it like this? Obviously, on this screen there's a gap between them, so it looks kinda nice. 16. I think it will be 5 or 6. Let me see what will be the next one. 32? The time is 1 AM. Now what's going on? Detective, we made it! What a relief. Glad that Joe is still safe. It's Gumshoe. You said it, Paul. It must have been our rock-solid security that scared them off. You might open the safe just... Why so fast? I thought they caught. Stolen. Green hat. Must the mask? Front guards, turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen. You again! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. It also was a series that I watched myself. Shall meet again when the next moon is full. I forgot the name of the show. Oh, Heart Gumi. I was constantly recalling it during my streams. And Marine Gumi was the second one. Not related to each other. Okay, here we'll save it. Here I will continue tomorrow. But the first case is done. Let's load it again because I need some background music. Definitely it was the first episode that was the shortest one among them. So how many streams do I need? 11 more? 12 in total? I have no idea. By the way, Kuluk is here. I can see him. But is he going to stream today? He already streamed this RGG battle. Hello Rex. Do you want to redeem the ticket? Well, still time. So Kuluk was able to win the first place despite that there were two people who shared the first place. Him and someone else. 20,000 points. Well, I have 10,000 points. One more ticket. For 20,000 points, only 2 tickets left. The first one or the second. I am not sure if there's anything here. Also, it will be the last game about this particular tournament because the next game is about someone else. The second, let's see. Let me check. Wonderful, you won. For yourself it's 25 bucks. Because it's 100. I actually didn't expect that one of them will be winnable. So today there were 3 tickets and all 3 of them won. Yes, I'm wallers. Okay, I'm going to send you 25 bucks in Steam, I believe. Well, that actually tells me that the second ticket that they have for 20,000 points is not winnable. Yet again, I have no pros. Well, I have no pros because they're not close to each other. This was number 10 and this one is number 14. So everything's still possible. Okay, I send it. And I need to check who should I rate. Alright, now. It's constantly like no one playing nice games. I doubt there is another Ace Attorney stream, I mean this particular one. There's someone else, but there's no... Why is they not using web cameras or something else? I don't know. Let me check something else. Also no camera. No, no. People hiding their faces for some reason. Okay, I see one. I see two. But the second one is Japanese, so I cannot read it. Okay, the first one I see. It's Stevie A underscore OK. Let me read it. This channel. I hope I typed it correctly. Alright, that's all for today. Despite my allergy gone, tomorrow I will still be working with this room, so maybe it will return. So this is actually working, but it takes some time, took some time, like 1 hour or two. Anyway, thank you for stopping by everyone, and good night, good luck, see you tomorrow, bye.